Good morning, precious friends. Thanks for coming back to the Carnivore Hippie. I want to talk to you about non-scale victories today. And that's a phrase that goes around in the low-carb carnivore community because a lot of people see carnivore or a keto or a restricted carbohydrate diet as a quick way to lose weight. That's where they focus. And I think, and a lot of us have discovered, that is probably a mistake. I don't even like to say what I do is low carb or keto because number one, I don't count ketones. I don't track those. And number two, it's not really even a low carb diet. It's a restricted carbohydrate diet. And sometimes I don't even identify myself as carnivore in some circles, even though I personally call myself a carnivore. But I think what's the most accurate as far as I'm concerned is restricted carbohydrate diet. I eat less than 10 grams of carbohydrate a day, including dietary fiber most days. So I want to share with you a particular non-scale victory, which doesn't have anything to do with losing weight. I've lost a lot of weight. I still have about 50 pounds that I would like to see go. But my general health and my capacity to live life is so much better than it was, that even if somebody that I trusted said to me, I can tell you qualitatively without equivocation that you will never lose another ounce, I would say, yep, that's fine. I can live with that because my life is great. I can do everything that I want to do. So adiposity, I could choose to have a little bit less, but you know what? It's not holding me down. It's not slowing me down or holding me back at all. But the non-scale victory. I want to tell you a little bit about the history of my oral health. A lot of you've probably noticed that I'm missing teeth here. When I talk, you can often see it. I'm also missing a molar hair. I'm also missing a number of teeth there. And in fact, the only full arch that I have left is the upper left. But anyway, excuse me, all of that happened because when I was young and I was poor and I thought it was okay. In fact, I thought it was preferable to subsist on basically beans and rice and vegetables. I thought it was healthy. Many of you may know I'm a native Californian, and the Bay Area, which is kind of the birthplace of what they call the cereal movement, fruits, nuts, and flakes. Yeah. It's also the birthplace of one of the birthplaces of the vegan movement. It's also one of the birthplaces of the farm to table movement. Anyway, so I was surrounded by this ideology that vegetarianism and or veganism was a good thing and healthy. In fact, a lot of the research that we now know is questionable came out of UC Berkeley and UC Stanford. Not UC, but Stanford University. It's not a UC. Came out of really famous colleges and universities in the area that really shaped a lot of the way the food culture and the science culture in the Bay Area worked. But anyway, my oral health, my teeth were breaking off and falling out of my head. And most people associate that with poor oral hygiene. And I have to tell you, I did not have poor oral hygiene. Excuse me. My teeth, according to my dentist, were perfectly clean enough. And yet, I still had teeth that were breaking, that were decaying, And I still had periodontal disease that was causing bone loss. But my teeth were clean. When I went to my dental checkups, the hygienist didn't have to spend, an hour scraping my teeth. It was 5 or 10 minutes regularly. I didn't get told that, oh, you're not brushing as sufficiently back here, or you're not brushing sufficiently over there, or whatever. My teeth were clean. And yet they were decaying and breaking. And basically, I ended up having a lot of them pulled because it seemed like once a year or so, I would get told by my dentist, well, this one's going to need probably a crown and probably a root canal. And I would say, I cannot afford that. I'm poor. And I was subsisting on, again, beans and rice and vegetables with a little bit of milk thrown in and a few eggs. But anyway, mostly beans and rice and vegetables. And I thought I was doing the right thing for myself. So here I was doing everything that I was told was the right thing to do for my health. And my teeth were crumbling and falling out of my mouth. And I know now that it was from malnutrition. That can be the only thing that it was. And the reason that I know that is because here I am now, 5 years down the road from having transitioned to a carbohydrate restricted diet, heavy on meat. And I just got back from my 6-month checkup. I've been seeing this dentist for about 2 years since I moved from California to Tennessee. And she's great. She supports my way of eating and what I'm doing. Doesn't push me to do anything different. And I just want to say, after 5 years on a carbohydrate restricted diet, my oral health is better than it has been in 40 years. I don't have a lot of teeth because once you have them pulled, they don't grow back. But my last cavity was over 4 years ago. The last filling I had was over 4 years ago. I was also told 4 years ago that I had a pit, a large pit next to a filling in one of my molars up here that was going to have to be replaced. And since it was so large, I was probably going to have a root canal and a crown because there basically wasn't enough tooth left to replace the filling. And the good news is I haven't had that tooth treated at all, not once, in 4 years. And it is still not bothering me. It has remained stable. I have 2 other teeth that are pitted. They have also remained stable. And my bone loss that I had from my periodontal disease, which again was not due to unclean teeth, it was due to chronic systemic inflammation. So the bone loss that I had from periodontal disease has not only remitted, it's not only stopped, but it's reversing. I have not had any more chipping teeth. I have not had any more breaking teeth. I have not had any more loose fillings. I have not had a filling again in 4 years. And when I went to my dental checkup, my gums were all good. I did not have any cavities. Haven't had a cavity in 4 years, not one. And when I had cavities all the time, I had cavities filled like every year previous to this. And I had, the pits in my teeth are stable. I said that. And my cleaning took about 15 minutes total, really. She spent about 5 minutes, 5.5, 6 minutes scraping my teeth and another 6 or 7 minutes polishing them, a few minutes to make an appointment. Yeah, I was in the door of the dentist, and I was back out into my car in less than 30 minutes with that checkup, and told everything was great. If anything, my mouth was healthier now than it was when I first saw that dentist 2 years ago. And the only thing that I have done, my friends, the only thing that I have done differently is I have stopped eating carbohydrates largely. I've restricted the carbohydrates and upped the amount of animal-sourced foods, way up to the amount of animal-sourced foods that I've eaten. So if you're curious whether or not you can have a healthy body on a carnivore diet, I want to tell you qualitatively, you can. You can. I'm living proof. A carnivore diet is not only not going to kill you, it is going to improve your health. So my oral health has gone from impending doom to completely stable. And on top of that, because my chronic systemic inflammation has gone down, my asthma is in remission, and I no longer take daily asthma meds. And because of that, my dry mouth is reversed. I still have a little bit drier mouth than average, but I don't have anywhere near the dry mouth that I used to have. So, victory, precious friends. My health is great. I do what I want, and you can do it too. Hurrah for a healthy mouth. Lord, 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 praise the Lord. That's all I have to say. I love you all. I'll talk to you soon. I wish you peace, love, and meat. Bye.